Hello, darlings. Are you ready for a reading? Just joking, don't worry. For those who are new here, welcome to our messy, beautiful lives. My name is Roxana, and here we expose and explore our traumas and we take care of our mental health together because people need people to share stories and heal. You might have noticed a slight change of decor is because we have ongoing works and I'm forced to record from my bedroom. It might not be that bad. It makes some sense because we do talk about intimate stuff. We are being vulnerable here, and often we are talking about topics that are considered a bit taboo in the society. So maybe there is some symbolism in it. Maybe I should, from now on, always record in my bedroom. It's gonna be conceptual, a bit controversial, or it's just stupid. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. And please subscribe. If you are on social media, and most of us are, you might have stumbled on one of these videos. We can notice that tarot readings have become quite popular right now, and you can easily find them on platforms such as TikTok. Maybe you watch them, maybe you enjoy them, maybe you follow some accounts that offer them. And I may be a lot of things, but I am not a hypocrite. I myself have indulged in some tarot readings. I even, at some point in my life, became quite addicted to them. So I experienced the benefits and the dark side of tarot. Important announcement: tarot is not an alternative or substitute to any medical advice or professional help or medication or therapy. So it should not be used as such, and please don't do it. So today I would like to have a mindful conversation with you about the difference between helpful guidance and a harmful dependency. So let's talk. Tarot on TikTok. Comfort or crutch? We are living in such uncertain times, and the world is becoming crazier and crazier. Wars, inflation, division, and on the other hand, extraordinary technical progress. People are becoming millionaires just from posting videos on social media. You can find in every corner of the internet gurus and life coaches that are preaching and telling us that we can be whatever we want and nothing is impossible. It's gonna be an understatement to say it's overwhelming. And as well, it's almost like human nature to always ask the question, why? Why things are happening to us? Why we are here? What is the purpose? Science cannot answer those questions. Philosophers try. Religions seem to have their answers. But sometimes it just doesn't feel enough when things are happening to us to hear it's God's plan. It may feel a bit abstract, not personal enough. Why? Why to me? Why those things? And what is their plan for me? And what is going to be the outcome? We are unknowingly curious creatures. We constantly try to slightly open the curtain and have a sneak peek into the future. So, with all of that together, it's not surprising that tarot readings are gaining popularity. Tarot readings have existed for centuries. There is nothing new here, as well as people who found comfort in them. But social media and platforms such as TikTok made them extremely accessible to everyone. In just a couple of hours or even minutes sometimes, a video can reach millions. And also, it is extremely easy for us to find them and access them and get a free reading online. We have a plethora of choices of readers and accounts. And not only is this quite entertaining, it can be as well quite empowering. We humans have to deal with so much on daily basis, and we come into this world without any manual. So it feels nice to have a sense of guidance. And even if we don't believe in psychics or esoterica, we can stumble on a tarot reading while scrolling TikTok and hear something that resonates with us, that speaks to us, makes us feel seen, empowers us. It's comforting. Tarot can be a coping mechanism when we feel lost and stuck, a tool that empowers us to navigate life's dilemma and offers us a sense of control over our lives. And all of that might contribute to stress reduction. Tarot reading can also be a tool of self-reflection, encouraging us to delve into our emotions, experience, and aspirations. The symbolism within the cards prompts introspection, potentially nurturing self-awareness and a deeper understanding of our feelings and thoughts. Once I watched a love reading. Would there be an opportunity for a new love? And the reader said, a new love cannot come in because you seem closed off. There is something in your past that is holding you. Man, I got so annoyed by those words and I closed the video angrily. I don't care about my exes. I have completely moved on. I don't have any feelings for them. What she was talking about. But then I noticed my reaction. I got surprised by such a strong reaction to a tarot video on TikTok. And I sat with that feeling. I tried to imagine myself in a new relationship. And my anxiety kicked in. And I realized that it had nothing to do with my exes and everything to do with my trauma. I was simply not healed as much as I thought I was. And I also realized that it is not about the predictions, and it's about helping me understand myself better. If used mindfully, tarot can be a reflective tool rather than a predictive crutch. Like I said, we can use tarot readings to tap into our intuition or even journaling prompts. But let's be honest, I used tarot as a prediction tool many times. Give me the exact dimensions of my future partner, all the metrics, please, or the exact date, please, when I will get my million. And given that I'm quite imaginative and sometimes borderline delusional, and that my mental disorder makes me easily obsessive and I can get tunnel vision, the border between helpful guidance and a harmful dependency was easily blurred for me. But I never, ever, ever used tarot to replace medical advice or my medication or therapy or any professional help with regards to my bipolar 2 disorder. Never. So you should not do it as well, please, for any mental disorder whatsoever. But yeah, this perpetual chase for predictions did intensify my worries. There was a period in my life when I felt particularly stuck and lost. Everything around me, every domain of my life was stagnant. I felt like I was drowning, but slowly, like in the sinking sands. And whenever I tried to move, to do, to something, to change something in my life, I was sinking even more. I had absolutely no idea where to start, what to do, in which direction to go. And I turned to tarot. Well, at the beginning, it was more jokingly, like just for entertainment. Let's see what tarot is gonna advise me. But I was in an extremely vulnerable state and I desperately needed a sign. Of course, you won't find a concrete plan of action in tarot readings, especially not in the free ones online. And I was not about to spend money and order a personal reading. So, watching a video after a video, waiting for them to give me some solutions, was a mission doomed to fail. And inevitably, the more videos I watched, the more dissatisfied I felt. And my stress was increasing even more, but also my addiction. I was chasing the white rabbit. And we all know how the TikTok algorithm works. The more you watch a certain type of content, the more it will push, suggest, and show you those types of videos. It created a vicious circle. I was watching tarot readings in hope they would help me to get out of stagnation, which made my life even more stagnant. The time I spent watching tarot readings on TikTok, and we are talking about hours daily, well, that's hard to call productive. It was a huge waste of time, not mentioning that I made my mental health worse during this period. And I do believe that people with mental disorders, such as myself, have to be particularly cautious when indulging in those sorts of activities. We should remember to check with ourselves, to always keep some distance and have a skeptical mind when watching tarot readings. Luckily, I had in place other coping mechanisms and I have trained myself to spot and recognize, well, most of the times, my unhealthy obsessions. So this addictive behavior did not escalate into scary stuff. I managed to recognize my toxic pattern, and I forced myself to change focus. As I already said, tarot can be a tool to help us navigate our life's dilemma through self reflection and introspection. But if we start to rely on them for decision making, that can heighten our anxiety rather than reduce it. Over reliance on tarot for decision making or emotional validation can hinder the development of internal coping mechanisms. This dependency might negatively impact our mental resilience, leading to challenges in handling life's uncertainties. It also can contribute to avoidance behavior, relying on cards instead of facing life issues directly or seeking professional help. But for me, it was not so much about avoidance behavior, but about the fear of losing control. I am a major control freak, and I have this pathological desire to have control uh, over everything that happens in my life, as well controlling the outcome of my actions. Of course, I do realize that having a full control over your life is an illusion, but I still struggle whenever things go wrong or not as I planned or not as I imagined, or whenever I find myself in the waiting room. So, tarot allowed me in a illusionary way to feel in control again. We should also not forget about the dangers of vague, fear inducing readings that might make us even more anxious and superstitious. Fixating on negative interpretations can induce emotional distress. And often, social media algorithms would push sensational, dramatic readings that could play on our vulnerabilities or fears. It's not a secret that bad, tragic news gets more clicks and views. Dramatic content is a jackpot for TikTok algorithm, the same as disasters, wars, turmoils are for the journalists. There is also the question of unethical practices by tarot readers, such as providing false hope or crossing personal boundaries. And although I genuinely believe that every human being has a light in them, I am a rational person and I understand that there are a lot of scammers in this world who are trying to prey on the most vulnerable. So, what are the red flags we should look out for? Well, when we engage with a reader online, we should watch out for fear mongering, constant upselling. As well, the moment we notice that a tarot reading evokes anxiety or distress in us, we should seek professional mental health support. Therapists and counselors can offer guidance in managing emotional reactions triggered by tarot readings and provide us strategies to maintain our mental well being. Also, I already mentioned that you should not use tarot as a replacement to medical advice or professional help. And if a tarot reader is suggesting otherwise, it's a major, major red flag and you should run. If they start telling you how your depression or mental disorder is related to generational curse or blocked chakra, and you don't need your medication or therapy, you just need to buy their online courses or a few sessions with them, well, that is major bull. I'm sorry for my language, but they are a scammer. And if you still want to unblock your chakra, cool, do it while being on your medication and going to therapy. And if you find value in tarot, that's okay. That's awesome, amazing. I'm not here trying to discourage you or to prove you that you shouldn't. I just want us to always be mindful and discerning, that we practice moderation and balanced approach to tarot, as well as restraint, so we don't fall into addiction or over reliance, that we approach tarot critically and with an open mind, and that we establish personal boundaries when engaging with tarot cards and readers. We should be selective about the guidance we seek. And of course, there are alternatives for those of us who are seeking comfort and clarity. If we feel drawn to tarot because of its comforting or empowering aspects, we could instead try some journaling or mindfulness exercise or creating artwork. I know that for me, journaling and meditation and creating art help. As well, of course, therapy, duh. I know that whenever I feel the urge to know what's gonna happen and search solace in tarot's predictions, I try to meditate and be in the now and appreciate it. Time goes so fast, and I spend so much time in worrying about what's going to happen and when. So I really try to reprogram myself to find beauty and fun in the unknown while being grateful and appreciating what I have and what I am today. And what about you? I would love to hear your experiences. Did you ever entertain yourself with some tarot readings? Do you think there is some value in tarot readings? Please leave your opinions in the comments. Do you think tarot can be useful, or you think that it is a complete nonsense and it even might be potentially harmful? And I hope we never stop sharing our stories, we never stop listening to each other's, and please subscribe. See you soon. Love you. Bye.